All right, with the New York Toy Fair 2020 just about wrapped up over the weekend, I thought I'd share with you guys some of my top picks and favorites out of all the reveals that Hasbro did over the weekend. So we got a lot to cover. Let's get right to it. Let's start off with some Transformers. And to begin with, start things off, we have a new Titan class figure coming out this year. And this time it is Scorponok. Oh man, I never had this when I was a kid. I wanted one when I was a kid, but we couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it because Transformers were very expensive. You had to get them in Japan. Hasbro did not really have a presence in Manila back in the 80s, and there was no Amazon.com, there was no internet and all that, and boy, this would be really sweet to add to my collection. And my only thing about it is the transformation feels a little bit too simplistic based on the images, but that's fine. I guess what you're really paying for this figure is really the heft, the bulk, tons of plastic that came with it. And it's interesting, right here you see Wheeljack and Cliffjumper on him. I always thought he was a Decepticon city or command center, so that's pretty interesting. Okay, next up, we have the new Commander class Skylynx. Finally, a decent looking Skylynx with lots of features. He even transforms into that launch pad of the shuttle instead of just the shuttle carrier. And I know if you guys followed my reviews of the Combiner War Skylynx, you know that I panned that figure. I was not happy with it. I got a lot of heat. I got a lot of hate and flack for that. And but this one is looking absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to get my hands on this one and review it for you guys. Next up, we have an accurate double dealer figure. Wow, this is a far cry from that repainted Blitzwing, and I am very, very impressed with this one. It harkens so much to the classic G1 toy. I never had a double dealer toy, and I'm really excited for this one. A little bit, it's interesting that it's a leader class, but it should be great. He's looking very great. He's looking very nice so far. The colors are great. It's so G1. Next up, we have Snapdragon. Now, this was a bit of a surprise, a little bit of a shock to me that he is a leader class. Given that Apeface was a Voyager class figure, I was kind of expecting Snapdragon would be a Voyager class figure, but it says it's a leader class. Could just be a typo, but we'll have to wait and see. But if it's a leader class, oh my goodness, all well and good. I'm loving it. Look at this. It's turning out to be a lot better looking than Apeface. And after these two been released in the War for Cybertron trilogy, we're gonna need a new Galvatron. Oh my goodness. Hasbro better be on the job and working on that new Galvatron. Okay? Next up, we have the new Earthrise Megatron. And to me, I don't know. I kind of knew it was coming because every time there's a new Optimus Prime figure, there's got to be a new Megatron figure. I'm just a little bit bummed out that we're not getting some semblance of a gun. I guess what I'm trying to say is I was kind of hoping we would get an alt mode that you could turn into like a gun, much like Shockwave. That was like a submarine or a ship, an interstellar ship that you could invert and turn somehow into a space gun. I was kind of hoping the same would be true for Megatron, that he turned into some form of artillery cannon or like a military, the thing that had a hitch and you could turn it into a cannon, something like that, instead of another tank. And I'm bummed out about this. The robot mode looks really nice, but this is one of those that if I buy it, I'm going to have to sell one of my Megatrons, whether I sell the Walmart exclusive or this one, because I really like the colors of the Walmart exclusive, the G1 animated colors, and this one, I was really hoping you could somehow get a fan mode of this guy into a gun. But alas, Hasbro's made it clear they don't want to do guns. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see how this thing turns out. Okay, next up, we have the Quintesson Judge. For those of you who are not old enough to know what this is, oh my goodness, this was from the 80s movie, one of the best Transformers movies out there, vis-a-vis all these new Transformers movies with all the special effects. The old cartoon movie was absolutely amazing. I loved it when I was a kid, and this was the judge that meted out the decision for Hot Rod and Cup and Grimlock, whether they would be eaten by the Sharkticons and all that. And oh my goodness, finally, I'm so glad I don't have to buy the Cyberverse version, because this one looks so much like the one in the movie. Really excited for this one, and they made it a transforming piece into like some station or whatever. Didn't have to transform, just the spinning gimmick would have been nice. Would be nice. Okay, then we have Deluxe Class Fast Track. No idea who this guy is. Could be a partner for Scorponok, maybe, I don't know, but he looks interesting, but not too interesting for me to actually, go out and hunt for. Maybe I'll get him. Next up, Run Amok. This one's interesting. They were from a line that it was a black car and a white car, and that if you pulled back, they would roll and they'd automatically transform. They were like jump starters or something like that. I thought that was interesting, that turning it into a deluxe class with no gimmick and all that, and just so to give everybody, the G1 collectors, a feel of how Run Amok should be in modern times. I thought it was interesting. Yeah, but this is one of those, like, should I keep it or not after reviewing it? So we'll have to wait and see. Next up, Airwave. No idea who this is. This is based on the pictures. It looks to be like another gimmick transformer, much like Ironworks or the other ones that came along, like Six Gun and all that. Something I'm not really interested with. This could be a pass for me. He looks great, but I don't know. No, it's probably a pass for me. Sorry, no reviews for this one. Maybe unless I get him on clearance. Okay, next up we have Smokescreen. Now, I don't know whether I was going to jump for joy for this one or just really hate Hasbro. And the reason for that is I spent a lot of money trying to get the repaints of Prowl, Smokescreen, and Blue Streak, and they were okay, but they were a little bit pricier than regular retail Prowl, just to complete all three of the Datsuns, the Datsun Autobots. And now Hasbro comes up with this, which I'm guessing they're going to repaint it to Prowl and Blue Streak, which are probably going to be exclusives, which will render those Siege, Blue Streak, Smokescreen, and Prowl obsolete. I mean, come on, Hasbro. Why did you have to do those Siege versions in the first place? I mean, oh my goodness. I love this, but I hate Hasbro for doing it. Man. Now, I'm going to have to get rid of those three sooner than I thought. So, anyway, but he looks great. I mean, this figure looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, next up, we've got the Alicon. One of the minions of the Quintessons, and he looks great. I'm really, really liking it. I mean, look at this. Let's look at the alt mode. The alt mode, from the way it looks a simplistic transformation, but it's so accurate to what we saw in that 80s movie, and I'm really, really loving it. I hope we get this. I'm going to review it if we do. Okay, next up, this was, I don't know if this was announced during Toy Fair, but it was a long time coming. I mean, with Hoist already out for Wave 1, this was sure to follow. A Trailbreaker repaint of Hoist, because back in G1 they were like brothers, they were like the same mold. And this was expected, and he looks great. And I'm glad Hasbro's doing it. Just hope it's not a Toys R Us exclusive or whatnot. Yeah, it could be an exclusive for any store, just not Toys R Us. Okay, because it's like ridiculously impossible to get Toys R Us exclusive out here in Asia. Okay, Next up, we have RC. Now, this was one of the figures I was absolutely looking forward to getting. I mean, uh, I'm a big RC fan, and when I saw this, I was like, what is that thing on her feet? It's like a base, a stand, and I was like so disappointed that she turned out to be a parts former. They're doing another cliff jumper with this character, and I could not believe it. The figure looks great, the whole figure, but the rest of the kibble just going about as a base? Come on, Hasbro. What the heck? All right, you could do better than that. I mean, they said that, well, let's say alt mode. Even the alt mode, I was a little bit disappointed. I wanted to be more streamlined and less angled, but it is what it is. And they said that that whole base, that hoverboard of sorts, could mount onto her back, and it doesn't change the way I feel about it. It's ridiculous. I mean, there must have been a way to compress that whole backpack and not do a cliff jumper on this figure. Come on, Hasbro. I know she's slender. There's not a lot of places to hide those parts, but they could have at least tried to compress that backpack and fold it up into like a smaller area or something. A little bit disappointed, but I'm still gonna get it. Big RC fan. I'm gonna get that figure. Okay. And because of that, because of what we've seen, it's looking like I'm not gonna get rid, and I'm guessing a lot of collectors are not gonna get rid of their IDWRC, despite this one looking much better than this one, but because of the parts forming feature, I reckon a lot of collectors are still gonna hang on to this IDWRC, me included. Next up is the Studio Series. Now, this is this figure we've already seen in Wonderfest, and this is more of the better images for him. Really nice, very excited for Leader Class Overload, as well as the last two Constructicons left for Devastator. Constructicon Voyager class Scrapper, looking absolutely fantastic. Can't wait for that. And some new Studio Series. I don't know if this is real news or something that you guys already know. And it's Deluxe Class Shatter, but in her jet mode. This, I think, is a far cry, much better, improved version than the car mode. The car mode was it was very difficult to tolerate, but this one looks amazing. Cannot wait to have this one. Next up, we've got the Jeep Bumblebee. Wow, looking really, really nice. Oh my goodness. Even the way he looks in robot mode. I mean, it's another Bumblebee figure, but I'm excited for this one. Next up, one of the wreckers. We have Roadbuster. He's okay. Battle mode, alt mode. The proportions on the robot mode are looking nicer than the one we've gotten for the Dark of the Moon line. Very nice. I just hope they do everybody. I mean, they're doing Top Spin. If they don't do Leadfoot, or if Leadfoot is another Target exclusive, oh my goodness. But from the looks of things, most of these, if Leadfoot will have the Target logo, oh man, it's going to be a Target exclusive, and it's going to be another pain to track down. But I hope they do it. I mean, I really do. I really do hope they do it. Okay? Or they could get rid of the Target logo. I could be fine with that. I mean, not as accurate, but don't make it an exclusive. I'll be totally okay with that. And then we have Soundwave. This was a bit of a shock to me. I was expecting it to look much slender, much like how he looked like in Transformers Prime, given that we never actually saw the robot mode of Soundwave in Revenge of the Fallen. He was just a satellite, space station, or whatever. I'm a little bit shocked that they've turned him into this beefcake version, and I don't know. I want to pass on this, but given that I'm trying to complete every single studio series, I'm gonna have to get it. But I'm a little disappointed with this one. I was really hoping for a more slender, more svelte Transformers Prime type of sound wave. But we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. I mean, it could really be awesome. And then this one was this was expected. If you wanted a more accurate Devastator, instead of putting, like I mentioned in my Wonderfest review, instead of putting the red Rampage left leg, you could opt to put Skipjack, because to make it more accurate in the movie, because Rampage was defeated by Bumblebee, and I guess he never formed Devastator. But this is looking good. He's actually pretty cool. I love the yellow on him. We'll see. But I mean, Hasbro's, this is money making. This is just gravy for Hasbro. They're reusing the mold. Okay, and then we've got Blitzwing. This was really impressive. I love the alt mode. I love the robot mode. My only gripe about this particular figure is that the colors kind of look too bright. They were more of a dull, weathered look in the movie. But we'll have to wait and see. This could be just a temporary image. The final product could still be different. But I was kind of hoping it would be much darker, much like Nitro, and something like that. This is bordering on Cyberverse colors, but we'll see. And then we've got Cliff Jumper. Wow, he looks great. Cybertronian Cliff Jumper from the Bumblebee movie. I do hope they make everybody. Brawn, RC. Oh my goodness. Soundwave. Oh my goodness. If they make Soundwave, I am going to lose it with Ravage. And oh my goodness. This guy is looking very nice. I love that sleek alt mode. And then finally, the figure everybody seems to be excited about, including my buddy Christian, is Sentinel Prime. I personally am not excited. I still have that bad taste in my mouth left from the leader class, Dark of the Moon Sentinel Prime. I mean, that figure was bordering on unbearable. But this one looks great. It looks promising, but I'm not expecting too much. That backpack, you can see it from that photoshopped image. There's going to be a huge backpack, and I don't know. We'll see. Alt mode looks great. Details of the robot look great, but we'll have to wait and see. Because if you collected the Dark of the Moon line, the Voyager class figure was even worse than the leader class figure. So we'll see. Okay? And now on to some Cyberverse figures. I was very curious about these. I didn't care for the kiddie versions, the simple one-step ones, but the deluxe class version, they're still quite expensive here in Manila. They cost about the price point of a Voyager class figure, but I'm waiting for them to go on clearance, and before I bite the bullet on them. But this one is we've seen several reveals prior to New York Toy Fair. We have Hot Rod, or Rodimus, I should say. Should be Rodimus, but he's Hot Rod. He looks great. He's actually pretty interesting. I'm very impressed with this figure. Very slender, just like how we saw him in the cartoon. Still a lot of kibble. Probably not for me. Alt mode looks great. Then we've got Grimlock. Grimlock looks great. He looks amazing. Great proportions. My only problem with Grimlock is this freakishly looking weird blocky robot mode, which is not like how he was in the cartoon. So he's probably gonna be a pass for me. Sorry. Now this one I had high hopes for. I was really expecting this one to be really nice, but that huge backpack again. I mean, is there really no way to compress a backpack for RC? I was a little bit disappointed with this one. I love the colors. I love the cartoon look to her. She kind of reminds me, she's got that vibe of the Transformers animated RC going on. I kind of like it. But that backpack, nevertheless, I mean, wow, look at this. Alt mode. It looks okay, actually. But sorry, let me just see if it looks okay. a little boxy. I might still get RC, even if it still costs like a Voyager. Just probably RC, but not the others. Maybe Optimus Prime. He goes on clearance. Okay, now we have this Netflix series of repainted Transformers, which is in line for the new Netflix Transformers Siege cartoon, War for Cybertron trilogy, which is sort of like a sequel to what we saw from Machinima, and I'm hoping it's a better story, better voices. Voices sound very familiar, but I'm hoping for a better story and a better script for this show. And to celebrate that, Hasbro's doing some repaints for the Siege figures, and what we have is like this one, a boxed version of Megatron, and the colors look absolutely gorgeous. It's like a nice metallic deep gray or grayish flake to it, with some with two repainted Battle Masters, and I'm like, I don't need this figure, seriously, but he looks so, he's just eye candy, and I might be bamboozled into getting this one if I see it up close and personal, but this is one of those things that I'll probably review and just sell off immediately, but it looks so good. I hate Hasbro for doing this, but I know I don't need this figure, seriously. Next up, well, more of Megatron. Alt mode looks great. Then we have this guy, Hot Link. Sounds like a sausage, but the colors are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at this purple and violet and lilac, periwinkle and wisteria, bits and pieces of orange here and there, and two identical Battle Masters. I mean, could this be any more of a waste of money? But I'm so drawn to it. You know what? I'm really afraid I'm gonna go impulse buy on this one, and it sucks because I know I don't need it. I'm not gonna need it because, you know, the Siege Seekers. You know what? Once we get the Earthrise Seekers, I'm already thinking of selling the Siege Seekers. But oh my goodness, I might just go ahead and get this one and just to review it. He looks gorgeous. He's like another version of Skywarp. I'm not actually familiar with the character. It's like he's one of those blink and you miss him in the old cartoon. Wow, look at those colors. It's like Skywarp in a better version. And like two identical guns. Come on. Really, Hasbro? Okay, Chromia, this is a easy pass for me. The colors are amazing, metallic blue and grays and all that, but I am so done with this mold. No, this is not for me. Even if just to review it, I would have a difficult time selling it, and no, I don't think so. But she looked great, really great. Hound, this I might consider. The green on this color, the color green on this one, just wow. I mean, this is a better version of Hound, and man, I hate Hasbro for doing this, but we'll see. I know I don't need it, but I think I'm gonna be just bamboozled into getting one. And then we have Sideswipe. This is a no. I'm not gonna be tricked into getting this. Hell no. He looks great, don't get me wrong, but I'm totally fine with my first version of Sideswipe. And then this one, again, another pass, an easier pass than Chromia. Come on, like, I can't even remember his name, Snapjack or Spark, what's his name? Let me know in the comments. Or don't, just, I really don't care about this guy. The refractor repaint. I mean, I guess you have to get 3 again, I suppose. No, I don't think so. Yeah, nope. And then this guy, a Decepticon version of Mirage. This one I might get together with Megatron. And Hound, oh my god, and Hot Link. No, I must resist this. I can't. No, I don't need it. And then months later, you see me reviewing this figure. You guys are gonna have a good laugh. And oh my goodness, he looks great as a Decepticon. And Hasbro, This guy. Oh, the Battle Masters and the Weaponizers and the Micromasters. I'm totally not interested in them. Probably not getting, even for the Earthrise, probably not going to get them. Unless they all go on clearance, I'll get all of them. But no, no, I don't think so. But this one looks nice, actually. Venom Strike or whatever his name is. Okay, on to some Marvel Legends. Oh my goodness, 25 minutes and we're not even halfway done. We're almost halfway done. So Marvel Legends, oh my goodness, tons of Marvel Legends, but a lot of trash Marvel Legends for me. I'm not saying, I'm not bad mouthing Hasbro or anything for that. I think it's a great effort to like try and release as much of the comic figures out there, game figures and movie figures and whatever. But there, I'm just so happy actually that Hasbro, a bunch of Hasbro's reveals are really figures I'm not interested in. Like for instance, the GameVerse way where you form the GameVerse Abomination. Not interested in getting any of these figures. Even that leader figure. Oh my goodness. No, no. I might give this Iron Man a second look. Maybe Cap. I don't know, but this is a hard pass for me. Easy, easy. No, not a hard pass, but a very easy pass for me. Not interested in this. Sorry. Sorry, Hasbro. If at all, maybe Iron Man. But no. Saving my money. Look at that abomination. It is an abomination. Not even a big fan of the character. Marvel looks great, though. Don't get me wrong. But nope. Sorry. Okay, next up is the Age of Apocalypse. I mean, they all look great. They're so accurate to the comic book. But the thing is, I know, I never read up on this comic book. I mean, I saw a few issues. I was in high school. I was dealing with a lot of things, like mainly how to talk to women, how to talk to girls. But I was, we would talk about this particular era in Marvel Comics, and I never really got it. I mean, I was never interested in it. I knew it was kind of fake. I know they were, back in the day, I was kind of like bummed out that they took the X-Men in a different direction. And I didn't know back then they were going to revert everything. But I'm just not a fan of the Age of Apocalypse. I don't know why. Even Magneto or Rogue, I mean, I'm sure Hasbro's going to release them sooner or later, but I'm just not a big fan of this. So this is an easy pass for me. No reviews for this one. That Dark Beast looks so tempting, but unless I can get it at clearance price, no. No, maybe not. I'm sorry. Sugar Man, wow. Look at this guy. Looks so good. But no, I gotta be strong. No. Okay. Then we have the classic Spider-Man figures. Okay. Or the vintage, what do you call this? Vintage wave of figures. They're okay. I mean, when I was a kid, I bought several of them. I'm really, really on the fence about these figures. I sold off all my Spider-Man figures, believe it or not. My Marvel Legends figures, the only one I've kept is the MCU Far From Home Spider-Man. But my comic Spider-Man figures, Sinister Six, I sold them off. And if I go back into this hole, if I go back into this, I'm gonna be sucked in and try and get every single one again. So I'm on the fence, but I might just get Spider-Man and maybe Peter Parker. No, not Peter Parker. Sorry, no, this guy. No, I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll review him and then sell him off. But this Gwen Stacy, wow, I'm so tempted to get it. But I'm like, if I get one, I have to get everything. But this is going to be a very difficult pass for me. Sorry. I'm going to try my best to pass on this wave. Oh my goodness. Venomized. Oh, pass. Sorry. No, I'm not interested in this. They look great. Don't get me wrong. Wow, look at Miles Morales. Oh my goodness. Let me just show. Oh, wow. Look at this guy. Very nice. Gwenom. Wow. I wish I could get them. I really do. I'll have to wait for them on clearance. Sorry, but I'm not. No reviews. No immediate reviews for these things. Okay, on to more X-Men. The Deadpool wave. Okay. Uh, I don't know. I grew up reading the comic books when Sunspot and Richter and Boom Boom and Warpath, when Boom Boom tried to change all their costumes. It was so gaudy, and it was so gaudy. It was very. Ugh, it was weird. It was very bright colors and all that. I never actually liked it. They were okay back in the 90s, but now I don't know why I like these. I'm probably not gonna get this. Sorry. No, no, I think this is a pass for me. No, that Black Tom. Nope, nope. Never really liked this character. Oh wow, this one, Maverick. I really liked him in the comic books. I might get him. Oh, Hasbro, why are you doing this? Okay. This one I'm getting. I am so getting this, and I have to track down another classic Iron Man. I'll probably get another classic Iron Man and this one together, because I sold off my 80 years Marvel Legends figures, but I might have to get that Iron Man if I'm going to get this one. Wow. Really, really nice. Rhodey in his classic War Machine suit. Okay, Apocalypse. He looks great. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But I was a little disappointed. I was kind of expecting that they would repaint the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse into his more classic colors in this kind of blue and then maybe gray and all that. But they're using another character, another version of Apocalypse. I love Apocalypse. I'm a big Apocalypse fan. But yeah, it's funny. I hate the age of Apocalypse, but I do like the character. I think I'm gonna have to pass on this figure. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm getting this one. There's not enough emotional attachment to it. I might get it just to review it, but I might not have to let it go as easily as I get it. Sorry. Partly because I was very disappointed. I wanted to get a classics color version of the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. Old Man Hawkeye looks fantastic, but it's a pass for me. Sorry. Old Man Logan, same. He looks absolutely amazing. So true to the comic books. And yeah, but I don't read the book. No. It was okay. It's a great story, I suppose, but I'm just not emotionally attached to it. So no. And then we have Nimrod. Oh, come on, Hasbro. Why are you doing this? Oh my goodness, I have to get this. I read up on the comic books of this guy, Nimrod. Oh my goodness, he was a pain in the X-Men side, and I was like, he was a thorn, and he was like, you've seen so many iterations of Nimrod, and this is this classic iteration. I have to get it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be broke by the end of the year, I swear to God. Legacy X-Men Rogue. Looks great. Looks fantastic. I might get it just to review it. And if I like it, I'm going to keep it. But the moment it dips into that 90%, 9 out of 10 rating, I'm going to have to sell it. Because I'm already happy with my 90s Rogue. But she looks great. And this is Hasbro's way of making up for the unreleased Legacy Rogue. And I'm glad they did release that one, because this one looks far better than that one. Next up, finally, a classic Storm, and it's a Target exclusive. It's great. As long as it's not a Toys R Us exclusive, I'm okay with it, because even though we don't have Target here in Manila, there's a way for me to get this through hobby shops, and I am absolutely blown away that they're doing this. And it's not part of a wave, so she's not going to be 1 per case or 2 per case. She is going to be a solid case. I am so happy they're doing this. Thank you, Hasbro, for doing this. Okay, then, oh, easy pass for me. Nope, no. I'm done with collecting all the Iron Man armors and all that. Sorry. Okay, Punisher on a bike. Oh, I am so tempted to get it, but I promised myself I'd stay clear away from Punisher and Ghost Rider and all that. Just stick it with X-Men. Just stay with X-Men. But it is getting very, very difficult to resist this, especially if Hasbro keeps dishing out Great sculpts, great pieces like this one. Unbelievable. Man. No, I didn't even I bother with a comic book. No, it's a Walgreens exclusive. No, probably no. I don't think so. No, no, it's a see now, buy now exclusive. No, I'm not getting another Hydra Soldier. I fell into this hole years ago. I army built that Hydra Soldier and I ended up selling everything at half the amount I paid for them. Okay, now this was the bombshell. This was just hits you in the gut, and you're gonna realize, if you have a girlfriend, your wife, you're gonna have trouble because of this line. Hasbro, come on, man. Why are you doing this? We've been waiting for you to do this years ago. You didn't do it, and now you do it. Oh my goodness. This is not even a no-brainer. You have to get this. If you're a big X-Men fan like I am. I mean, I watched all these movies, and back in the day there was no MCU, there was no Avengers by Feige. There was just Fox and the X-Men. It was a crappy script and all that. The story was shallow and it was amazing. I was like reliving my high school days. I was like, oh my goodness, comic books galore. And I was discussing with my friends, oh my god, that should have been like this, should have been like that, should have been like that. The X-Men's awesome. Oh my goodness, I have to get this. And I never thought we'd get a Jennifer Lawrence figure because I thought she was not interested in selling her the license to her likeness. But look at that Hugh Jackman likeness. Oh my goodness, Hasbro, why are you doing this? Why? Anyway, so I'm getting this. This one, oh, absolutely. Negasonic Teenage Warhead and the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. Yes, absolutely. I'm a big fan of these two. I just saw Deadpool 1 with Alex just a couple nights ago on Netflix. Oh my goodness, she enjoyed it. I'm gonna get this. No brainer. This one, yes. I loved Zazie Beetz as Domino and Thanos as Cable. Yes, this is a yes for me. This one, I'm honestly on the fence on this one. Maybe, maybe I will, but these were the two characters I actually did not like the most in the movies. They were great in First Class, but I don't know. I mean, they look great. They really look great, and oh God, Patrick Stewart is probably. I'm guessing there'll be alternate heads. Yeah, same body molds, and they'll come with alternate heads as their older self. Patrick Stewart, Jean-Luc Picard, and Gandalf, as well as Okay, maybe, just to complete the set. Damn you, Hasbro. And this is the absolute must-have. Oh my goodness. If you have to buy one thing from the X-Men movies by Hasbro, this has got to be it. And it's an Amazon exclusive. Oh my God. As long as it's not a Toys R Us exclusive, I'm okay. There's a way for us to get it here in Manila. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait for this. Okay. It looks great, but I've already given up on collecting Hulks. If I do no, I don't want to go back into this hole. I sold off the gray Hulk. I sold off my classics Hulk. I am not about to buy this one. No, sorry, it's a pass for me. Maybe if it goes on clearance, who knows. This, oh, easy pass. No idea who this guy is. I mean, I've never played the game. No, he kind of looks like Hobo Hulk. Sorry. No, the X Factor wave, where you build. No, sorry. I love Guido in the Peter David comic book, but Strong Guy, no, I don't think I need it. Unless I can track down the Havoc and Polaris yet again, but I'm not keen on getting that set again because I'm waiting for a Classics Havoc. So no, this is a pass. Sorry. Okay, fan vote. If I were to decide, if I had the chance to vote, I'm gonna go with Lady Sif. I don't know why, but Silk would be my next choice, and the White Electra would be my last choice. Okay, on to Star Wars. My God, 40 minutes. This is going to be an hour long. Bust out the popcorn while you're at it. Sorry, guys. Okay, Star Wars. Not a lot of news, but very significant. It is the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, but we get this new elite lightsaber of Darth Revan. It looks gorgeous, but I don't need it, so it's going to be a pass for me. I never cosplay as Revan. I cosplay as Darth Vader, but not Darth Revan. So it changes from... Oh, it's not coming out. Sorry, it's purple and then red. No, sorry, it's probably a pass for me. Speeder, snow speeder. Oh, Dak. It looks great. It looks amazing, but I've gotten rid of my speeders for some reason. I'm looking to get them again, but no, not anytime soon. Nope. No, it's a pass for me. It's great, though. Boba Fett Slave 1. I'm done with 3.75, but I wanted to say this is probably one of the Slave 1 you want to get. This is the... I think this is the bigger version, not the small one, the compressed one. So, yeah, it's pretty good. If you're a vintage collection collector... Yep, it is, I guess. Wow, look at that. It's a great year for Star Wars fans, seriously. No, this one's a no for me. No, I love The Mandalorian, but no, not this one. Okay, Black Series Baby Yoda, or The Child, my bad. Yes, I want this. Really want this. Oh my goodness. But I'm still hoping we're gonna get a speeder Mandalorian. If Hasbro does a Black Series Mandalorian on the speeder with the bassinet and Baby Yoda, I might have to get that one, because I sold off my Mandalorian figure, Black Series Mandalorian figure, because it was only accurate for the first 2 episodes, and I'm expecting by now, if you know Hasbro, they're gonna do a more accurate Beskar, our armor, shiny armor Mandalorian, and I'm waiting for that. And once it happens, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get this figure, definitely. And this is probably the biggest news from Star Wars, and it is the Hasbro animatronic, The Child, Baby Yoda. The bassinet not included. It's obviously just a prop, but I'm so sure this is gonna sell like hotcakes all through Christmas this year, the Christmas season. It's $60 here in Manila. I wouldn't be surprised if they're selling it at $70 or $80. Oh my goodness. I don't need it, but I might just be bamboozled into getting one. I don't know. I'm such a sucker for these. Oh my God. Okay. Black Series figures. You've already seen my review of Luke Skywalker, but the others, I've already reviewed most of them. Not Yoda. I haven't gotten the archive wave yet, so I have no plans of getting them. The second wave, ooh, I don't know. That Lando is tempting because it now has that face painting technology. I might get that. Luke is a pass, because when you take off the helmet, he's got his the tights on, the websuit on his head, and you don't see any hair, so that's a pass for me. R2, yeah, it's gonna be a pass for me. So that Lando is probably the one I'm maybe getting for the second wave, because I've already sold my original version of this figure because I knew Hasbro was going to do the face painting technology. So yeah. Okay, finally we've got the probe droid. No, this is not for me. Easy pass. No. Vintage collection, no, definitely not. Rocket firing Boba, no. Retro wave, I wanted this. I really did. I wanted to get a Darth Vader and Luke, but it was just so expensive, and it was just not worth it. If you're not gonna even display these. These are meant for just collecting and keep. No, I think I have better use for my money, like Transformers or Marvel Legends, than these. Sorry. All right, on to G.I. Joe. We're almost done. Last two things. G.I. Joe. Oh my God, it's back. Just when I told myself years ago, a couple years ago, I promised myself I'll be out of the G.I. Joe game. I sold off all my vintage Joes, all my modern Joes. I got rid of every single G.I. Joe I had, even my Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow collection. I got rid of it, and here comes Hasbro with their goods, peddling it, and I am just, oh my God, Hasbro, why are you doing this? And it's in the 6-inch scale, the 1/12 scale, which I thought would never happen, which I wanted to happen years ago, but never did. And now Hasbro does this, the classified series. This is their Legends, or this is their Black Series version for G.I. Joe, and it looks amazing. I'm just drooling, oh my God, with these figures. They're not exactly classic looking figures. They're like modern take on the G.I. Joe figures, because I realize, if they did the classic version, it'd just be too simple. It would not be worth the price point, the worth developing. So I guess the classics are going to stay 3.75 inch, but the 6-inch figures are going to be the modern take. I don't care. And I'm pretty sure down the line, Hasbro is going to do a classics take on the 6-inch line, which is going to drive collectors nuts and do them that carded version, much like we're doing with the Star Wars figures. But nevertheless, in the 6-inch scale, oh, these are just juicy, really tempting figures. Snake Eyes, this is a must-have for me. I am absolutely going to get this one, if at all. I'm going to get just one figure from the first wave. This has got to be it. I guess this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, since it has all these accessories. So the regular version would just be this. I might get the San Diego Comic-Con, because if I'm just going to get one figure, might as well get the one with the most accessories. And he looks amazing, oh my God. And I hear he's gonna come with Timber. I don't know. The other figures include, oh yeah, he's gonna go with Timber. So that's great. But Timber is done in black. Is that accurate? Or maybe it's a prototype. I don't know. Okay, Roadblock. No, I'm not interested in this. But I might just go and get it to review it. But no, no, it's too modern for me. Roadblock for me had the camouflage tank top. No, this is more of like a G.I. Joe Renegades type of Roadblock. So no, I don't think so. I'm not getting this one. Yeah, I'm not getting. Maybe on clearance. Scarlet, oh, I want to get her, seriously. She was one of my favorite Joes. It's looking to be the comic version, or the Renegades version. I don't know. I'm not particularly sure, but she looks great. She looks really nice, and I don't think di ako makapagpigil dito. Kukunin ko talaga ito. I'm serious. I'm gonna get this. Oh my God, look at her. She's so gorgeous. And then finally, Duke. Duke is probably the closest one to the classics looking Duke, because of that bandolier and that khaki shirt, but armored boots. So maybe I'll get Duke. But if I do get Duke, I'm gonna have to get Roadblock. Come on. Hasbro, why are you doing this? It is literally impossible to save money this year. If you're planning a trip, planning to get something else, and if you're, oh my God. Your childhood toys are just coming out in the best way possible, the best form, best iteration, and Hasbro is just laughing at collectors, just drooling all over these. So I might go ahead and get Duke, but I don't know. Duke is third. I want to get Snake Eyes first, then maybe Scarlet. But he looks great. He looks really great. So yeah. Yeah, very nice. And finally, Ghostbusters. Oh my goodness. The moment I knew Hasbro bought the entire Ghostbusters franchise, the entertainment, the brand, I knew I was screwed. I knew they were going to do this. They were going to come up with 6-inch figures. They were going to do the retro figures. And I knew I was completely screwed, because Ghostbusters were one of my favorite toys. After I collected He-Man, after I collected G.I. Joes and Transformers, I collected Ghostbusters. And oh my goodness, my brothers and I, we would play with this. We loved the cartoon. I would watch the cartoon every Friday night out here in Manila. We had no cable. It was shown on local TV, and I waited every Friday night at 7 p.m. after school. I would come home and we would watch it as a family. I loved the Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters. And now Oh my god, now we're getting the figures and oh, Venkman, Bill Murray. Look at that. Look how awesome that is. Darn you, Hasbro! I'm getting this. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Egon Spengler. Yep. Ray Stans, Dan Aykroyd. Look at that. Zeddemore. Winston Zeddemore, the driver. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I want to get this. We have Gozer. Very nice. Well, it's okay. What could they have done, right? I wanted to be more... Yeah, there's very little flesh tones. Interesting. I guess they made it PG-13. And Zool. Dr. Barrett. Oh, Barrett as Zool. Very nice. I guess they're going to do the other guy, the Keymaster. I guess they're going to do him down the line. Maybe second wave. Together with Janine, I suppose. Oh, wow. Sigourney Weaver. Very nice. And, oh, I forgot to mention, I guess the Build-A-Figure is that dog. Oh, and if you're a collector, maybe you have to get 2 of those. Interesting. I guess the second wave would still be a dog, a demon dog, maybe, because they're gonna get Rick Moranis' dog and Sigourney Weaver's dog, I suppose. And now they have, this is like their lightsaber. This is like their Force Effects lightsaber version. This is a Proton, the wand. The Proton Pack wand. Oh my goodness, look at that. I always wanted this one when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I would use Legos and build myself a Proton Pack or a Proton Blaster. And oh my god, Hasbro, why are you doing this now? Oh my god, when I'm broke. Oh my goodness, I have to get this. And I can already see that tube right there that's gonna light up, much like it's a lightsaber and all that. Oh my god, and this one, I literally lost it when I saw these. They were re-releasing the Kenner figures. I had this when I was a kid. The only saving grace right now that I'm feeling is I'm so glad I decided not to sell the Fire Station. My entire collection of Ghostbusters, it's still with us. It's still with me. I did not sell it at ToyCon, a local convention here in Manila. I'm so happy I kept it because it's gonna fit right into this collection, and I'm so glad I'm gonna get all these things again. I don't have to pay ridiculous amounts of money on eBay to get the vintage figures. You can get them re-released now. Oh my goodness. If you want to see my vintage toys, my vintage Ghostbusters, check out my Transformers Ecto 1 review. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to get these figures. I am so getting these. Definitely. Venkman, Stans, Zeddemore, Spengler. Oh my god, they even got the ghosts. They even got that Proton. Oh my goodness. I loved those when I was a kid. Slimer, no. I still have the original Slimer. Never liked this figure, but no. But just to keep him carded? No, sorry. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I never had this. I wanted this when I was a kid. I might go ahead and get it. Oh my god, I'm such a sucker for these things. They're real Ghostbusters. Okay, just before we go, I forgot to mention this in the Star Wars section. This is not entirely a New York Toy Fair reveal because you've already seen this in I don't know where, but Hasbro revealed this somewhere down the line. I'm not exactly excited to get any of these because I've given up my Clone Trooper Commanders. I'm not interested in any Zori Bliss. Okay. I might get Dooku. Cardo Ren, the Provinciano. I'm not getting him. Zori Bliss. No, probably not. But I might get Dooku if ever. If ever you're wondering if I'm getting any of these figures, it's probably just Dooku. And if I don't like him 100%, I might just go ahead and sell him. Okay, so we just under an hour. We have come to a close to this discussion on Hasbro's magnificent, triumphant reveals at the New York Toy Fair 2020. And honestly, I'm worried. I don't know where to get the money to buy all those stuff, and it's just crazy. I promised myself I would be saving money this year. I told myself I would be immune to all of Hasbro's reveals, and I don't have to get any of their reveals. I'd probably get one per wave, one figure ML per wave, one Black Series. Transformers, I'd probably get most of this the generations, the Suyo series, but that's it. But oh my goodness. This is crazy, crazy, crazy times. This is probably one of the best reveals that Hasbro's done, and we'll get to see more of it come San Diego Comic Con. And I need to start saving. And I am just glad that you guys are still with me, and I'm going to take this time and this opportunity to thank every single one of you guys for sticking out with the Chefatron channel. For those of you who've been around since the FX Friends days, you know who you are. My heart goes out to you guys. Thank you. Gratitude to everybody who stuck it around with my channel, Chefatron, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. And with all the COPPA thing that's been going on, if you're wondering, yes, a lot of my videos have been hit with COPPA. And you have to be honest on YouTube. If your content is really meant for kids, you have to declare it. If you honestly feel they're not made for kids, you have to say they're not made for kids. So I'm just trying to be honest, and a lot of my videos got hit. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to dish out as much reviews to compensate for that, and so that I can still do these reviews. If you're wondering if I'm still going to do the cooking videos, the truth is I don't know how to start them. I realize it's a difficult setup. The only time I do reviews is at nighttime, and if I do it at night, it's going to be bad lighting. You're not going to get to see the food, and my best attempt at doing so is probably going to be ghetto style, with me holding a camera and one hand cooking, and I don't know how I'm going to pull it off. So the real truth why I haven't done and started it, because I honestly don't know how to get it going, how to get it started. I'm going to see if I can do it during the summer when Alex doesn't have school and she could be my camera person, and I honestly don't know how to start it. So that's the reason I've not put out any of the cooking videos. And also, there's just a ton of Transformers and Marvel and Star Wars on the way that I've had backlogs to review, and I want to prioritize the toys first before food. So sorry about that for those of you who are looking forward to my cooking reviews. But nevertheless, big thanks to everyone, and I hope you can still support me through this year, and so we can give you more reviews of the toys I mentioned in this video. So there you go, folks. I really hope you've enjoyed this little discussion, my reaction, my opinion on the latest reveals from Hasbro. Why are you doing this? From the New York Toy Fair 2020. I hope you've enjoyed this little video review. If you did, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know what are your favorites. Let me know what you want me to review, what you're excited for me to review, what you're excited to get personally from Hasbro. And you think Hasbro did a wonderful job with their reveals. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. This has been my discussion and top picks and favorites for the New York Toy Fair 2020 reveals from Hasbro. Thanks for watching.